Well, I believe that Oregonians should have the ability to drive a car because driving a car is a basic necessity. Many families have to transport their children into schools, for instance, have to buy groceries, have to go to work to many different places. Oftentimes, they have to travel long distances to get to where they need.
My husband is a citizen of the United States, and I mean, we both agree that everybody should be able to drive legally on our roads. No matter where you come from, if you're what race are you, or if you're gay or straight, it's just common sense to know who is driving.
I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm an artist. I work with a mariachi band on weekends, and I live from this. So I need to get to places far away. I'm a single woman, and I encounter a lot of issues for me without a driver's license. But I can't imagine people that has kids and still have to drive. I have to drive no matter what to get to my work. And that's the way I have to survive. Without a driver's license, it's just a chaos for everybody.
Yo conozco un caso que una persona tuvo un accidente de carro, no tenía licencia ni aseguranza. Entonces todos los biles se vinieron contra ella y al final tuvo que pagar como $25,000. Eso es lo que le afecta a muchas personas. Si tuvieran aseguranza, la aseguranza cubre todo.
I've worked in the public education sector for about 7 years now, and I'm constantly hearing from parents that they would love to attend events at school, or they could drop off their children off at school if they missed the bus, if they had access to drive legally on the roads. And a lot of families haven't. So I see constantly that families struggle to be engaged in their children's education.
As coming from an undocumented family, one of my biggest fears is seeing my family go through the struggle that we've had before with one of my family members being in deportation proceedings, which was probably one of the scariest things that my family has gone through because we didn't know how to communicate, and my family is not as educated as other families. So once all this happened with my brothers, it was really hard for us to get a hold of somebody, and we felt the fear of that happening again because of what we had gone through with one of my brothers.
It's just very hard, and I see my friends struggling and having difficulties just in the daily things that should not be a problem. It becomes a huge problem, and issues, like you trying to go to work and then you get stopped and then you have a ticket, and some people even, I have heard stories when they get stopped by a cop because they're driving and end up being a deportation where they don't have any problems, other than just don't have a license to drive, but all they were doing is just driving to work.
Me ha afectado para ir a trabajar, para emergencias que a veces tengo y tengo que esperar que alguien me dé rayo o cosas así. Mi familia, yo estoy casada, entonces mi esposa siempre está, cuando me tengo que manejar por cuestiones de trabajo, siempre está preocupada. Si voy a estar bien, si un policía me va a parar, todas esas preocupaciones. O sea, no nada más es a mí, a ella, también a los niños, a todos nos afecta, porque no sé si ese día va a ser tal vez el último día que la voy a ver, no sé qué, si me entiendes, qué vaya a pasar.
People should obviously be able to open their minds and open their hearts. And when we do that, then we are going to be able to do many different things, right? I believe that no human being is undocumented. And so people should have the ability to go to the DMV and by giving personal information should be able to get driver's licenses or the ability or permits for people to be able to drive. I believe when people start putting some of those barriers, it's obviously a sign of discrimination, and we should not discriminate. The human race is, we're all human, and so, there shouldn't be any differences among human beings.
This generates just a lot of feelings,
Okay.
Okay. People should vote for this cause because we need a better way to learn from each other, you know? And a thing such as a driver's license is a need. It's a need for everybody to be safe.
Se beneficiaría económicamente, sería más seguro en las calles y todo el mundo sería más tranquilo porque vas a manejar con seguridad, sin preocuparte, sin tener miedo.
But yeah, it's a struggle that needs to be supported by everyone, and it's not just the undocumented thing. It's a human thing. We are here. We're living here, whether or not we're gonna drive, we're gonna work, and it's all better if we just do it all safely.
I think everybody should vote yes in safe roads because I think, as the name say it by itself, it's safer, it's efficient, it's gonna help our economy, and it's gonna benefit everybody at the end of the day by knowing who is driving in our roads in Oregon. I'd rather know than not what's happening, and it's just common sense.
Many of us, or many families, or most families, I should say, do have a member from the LGBTQ community. And so, even though a lot of times people think that that these issues do not affect them directly, they do affect many people who are around us. And it's important for the LGBTQ community to really participate and to unite and to really come together and vote for this issue because it's an important issue that affects all of us and all around us.